It's the Go Mike Podcast, where the mic is golden. This is a podcast. I'm your host, Mark Paul, and today I got a reaction video. I got a reaction video to a dating show that I like to watch called The Pineapple Show, hosted by a woman named Millie Monaco. I think that's how you say her name, but it's a very interesting show. It's kind of like a speed dating show. She will be on live with another female, and she will give men the opportunity to join the live and shoot their shot at the female, right? Cool concept, kind of like speed dating. But in this clip that I'm about to react to, for some reason it got the manosphere mad. The manosphere is mad at this clip, and I don't understand why. So let's get into the clip. Alright, so on the left is Millie Monaco. On the right is her guest. This is the guest that she brings up. And we're about to react to what happened on this clip with a certain male. So let's get into it.
I have a NS crisis. Hello.
Oh, hi.
What are you reading?
Right off the bat, he's waiting to be on a dating show, and he has the book and the name of the book just facing towards the camera. So I'm going to just point that out real quick.
Yeah, I was actually reading. I ship out in a few days, so I was just reading The Art of Strategy.
All right. Remember, he said he ships out in a few days. Keep that in mind. He ships out in a few days.
Okay.
For the military?
Yeah, so actually I'm a nuclear physicist for the Navy.
No.
So,
Oh, see, he's a nuclear physicist in the Navy. See how her face lit up when he said that? She was like, oh my gosh, a nuclear physicist? But let's continue.
I do that in a few days.
He says he does that in a few days.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How old are you?
I am 27. I look a little young. I'm not that young.
27, about to go to the military to be a nuclear physicist. But let's go.
Yeah, you look young.
So where do you live?
So I'm actually in the Woodlands, Texas right now. Right down there by
Majority white. I know that for sure, for a fact. Majority white, but let's go.
Houston. I'm about 30 minutes away from Houston, so I'm a little close.
Oh, nice. Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
Man, where do I start? I like martial arts a lot. I did a bit of pharmacy back when I was a little bit younger, about 2.
Notice she looks like she's nodding off. She looks bored as hell. She looks bored as hell. I just want to point that out. She looks like she's about to nod off.
Years ago. I got certified at pharmacy around when I was 17. I didn't really do anything with it. I went to university for a while. I was getting like a business degree.
Boring.
So I have a bachelor's in business. And then I did pharmacy for a little while, for about 3 years, and then got bored. So I was like, let's go see what the military has to offer. Didn't do anything. I did my PICAT about a year ago. Got a 96 on that. It goes up to a 99. Got a 96. They offered me nuclear physics.
It goes from a 96 to a 99. I got a 96, and it actually goes to 99. So I was like 3 points away from being perfect. But yeah, let's continue though.
I was like, why the fuck not? So I went there, and now I ship out in a few days.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, best of luck as you ship out pineapples.
Yeah. Why?
Because he literally didn't tell me any qualities about himself. He's just like, I made a 96 on this. I did this. And I feel like I did that at first too. But however, I need a man with some personality.
You felt that quick? You know you didn't have personality?
Yes, I'm really good at reading people.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna pause it right there. All right, so there's a lot of to unpack right there. Okay, so we have a guy who is trying to convey the image of a very astute person. Not saying that he's not astute, but he is trying to convey that message to the person that he is supposed to be shooting his shot at. Right? Just showing the book title. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know I was on the fake realization that he's on live. But there's a lot to unpack here. Okay, so the manosphere is mad at this woman because she pineappled him. They're mad at her because she pineappled him because they believe it's because he's a nuclear physicist and he got his stuff together. And a woman don't want a man that got their stuff together. They just look over the good old men that get their stuff together and do well for themselves and very successful. This is a lot of stuff that the manosphere is talking about with this situation. They saying, oh, she passed on a man that is highly successful, da 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 da. But when we break it down, if we really listen to what he said at the age of 17 he was certified to do pharmacy. That's at 17, so that's a whole career. He could have made a good career out of pharmacy. He could have opened up his own pharmacist. He could have did a lot of stuff, but he didn't. He said he really didn't do nothing with it. All right, boom. That's one thing. And then he decides to go to college. So he goes to college for 4 years, spend probably $60,000 to $80,000, right? That's pretty much how much college costs. That's pretty much how much debt most of my friends who graduated college is in. They're either in $60,000 to $80,000 debt. Graduates with a business degree. He graduates with a business degree. Then he said he went into pharmacy for another 3 years. And then a year ago, he took his test where he scored the 96, where the highest score was a 99. He wanted to point that out. He scored his 96. And the way the military works, and from my perspective, I believe the military works is you take a test, and after you take your test, depending on how you score, it depends on what type of job you are available to get. That is available for you to get, I guess. So he takes the test, scores a 96, where the highest is a 99, scores a 96, and they offered him a nuclear physicist position. Offered him a nuclear physicist position, and he stated that he ships out in a few. But the manosphere is mad at this woman because she pineappled him. It's almost as if they believe that since he says he's a nuclear physicist, that he automatically gets the girl. And it don't work like that. It really don't work like that. I see a lot of the problem with the manosphere today is a lot of these guys, they become very rich. Well, I'm not going to say very rich. They become very successful. You know, they get a good job, graduate college, real educated, but then they still be alone. And they be mad that they're alone. They're like, I got all of these accolades. I got all of this going on for me. Why don't women want me? I still can't find a woman. And I'm here to tell you, it's all about your personality. Why these dudes can't find a woman. It's all about you. It ain't got nothing to do with that woman. It's all about you. I believe that a lot of men in the manosphere are mad that women don't want them, but they fail to realize the fact that they are just not an interesting man for women to want. And you can't sit up here and force yourself on a woman just because you have this degree or you have that job and you make this types of money. I'm going to tell you this. There's many females out there that are very successful, got a lot of money. And guess what type of dudes they talk to? The drug dealer, the thug, the dude that's fresh out of jail. Why do we think that is? Why do we think that successful women, doctors, lawyers, things like that, with great jobs, real successful, make a lot of money, end up with bum ass dudes? That's what we call them, bum ass dudes. A dude that pretty much is mooching on her, ain't contributing to the house, you know, she pays all the bills type stuff. So why is it a problem that this young lady pineappled or passed on a guy who she deems not interesting just because says he's a nuclear physicist? That don't mean they're going to have good conversation. That don't mean they're going to have a connection. And we always know this about women. Women know right off the back. Women know right off the back if they going to fuck with you or not. Right off the back. It don't matter if you're a nuclear physicist. It don't matter if you're a doctor, a lawyer. Right off the back, a woman is going to know if she want to deal with you or not. You know? And the manosphere people are saying all types of things about her. But then I'm going to flip it, and let's think about it like this. What if when that guy came on there, she wasn't really interested in him at all, physically, nothing. And then once he said he was a nuclear physicist, she jumped right on him. What if she did that? What if just because he was a nuclear physicist, she say, oh, I want to deal with this guy? Then what the manosphere would say then? I tell you what the manosphere would say. The manosphere would say that she's a gold digger. That she only wants him for his money. She only like him because he's a nuclear physicist. This is what these dudes would say. While they're over here mad at her because she pineappled a guy that is clearly unstable in his professional life. He starts out at 17 in pharmacy. Then he decides to go to college and get a 4-year degree. So he spent all of that money on college, graduate college with a bachelor's degree in business. Then he decides to go to the military. That is ass backwards to me. Who goes to the military after they graduate college? Like, what type of stuff is that? Like, how do you waste all of that money on college, then decide you're going to go on to the military? Like, what type of stuff is that? Everybody knows that people go into the military because they don't know what they're going to do with their life. They really don't have a clear path on what they're interested in, what they want to pursue. So a lot of people end up going to the military. And then after they have been in the military and they're a veteran and they got their GI Bill, they will go to college and figure out what they are going to do with the rest of their life. And the military pays for their college. And this is one thing I want to point out, that why did he waste all of that money on college just to go to the military, and the military would have paid that college for him? It doesn't make sense. He's extremely unstable. And one other thing I want to point out is that he has been offered a position as a nuclear physicist in the military. He says he gets shipped out. So he doesn't even really know what that job is going to entail. He doesn't even know if he's going to like that job. But it sounds cool to tell people, I'm a nuclear physicist, right? Nuclear physicist. And it is just funny how these manosphere guys will make it their business to I guess, kind of undermine women any type of way they can to prove their point. Because with her with her talking to a guy that is a nuclear physicist, just because he's a nuclear physicist will make her, in the manosphere eyes, they would make her a gold digger. But now they're mad because she wasn't as impressed as they think she was supposed to be with the nuclear physicist, and she passed on him. And a lot of people are saying, oh, I bet if he was a thug, I bet if he was an NBA player, I bet if he was a athlete, let's say that she would have talked to him. And that is not even true. That is not true. They're trying to paint this narrative that, oh, since she don't like a successful black man, she like thugs and athletes, which that is far from the truth. And we're going to fast forward the video and we're going to react to another clip from the same video where she actually likes the guy. So let me switch my screen and let's get to it. Oh,
he's back. Okay.
Back.
I forgot about this part. The guy comes back. I guess he noticed that in the chat, people were just going hard on her, talking about, oh, she don't want no successful dude. She want a thug. She want, or she don't want no guy that is intelligent. She want an athlete or something. So he pops back on. I forgot about this part. He pops back on and he says a little something.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you. No.
See, you came back and you're not ready. We can't hear you. Come back. Neva, come back.
Hold on. How about now?
Oh,
How about now?
yes.
Tell me some personal qualities about yourself that.
Oh my God. Dude, hold on. How about now?
Yeah.
Did I get
Can you
it?
hear us?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I said I'd come back. I said I'd do it for the chat. You didn't believe me. I bet you didn't believe me. All right.
Okay. So what you gotta say?
All right. The only thing I wanted to say, right? Because I heard a lot of people like arguing in chat. It wasn't really that serious. When you said you went to nursing school, a bunch of people got upset about like comparing like nursing school to nuclear physics. I just wanted to tell everyone it's not that deep. It's not that big of a deal, but it is really funny. I love you guys. Crisis forever. We're out.
You hear that? Even he pops on there and he noticed that people are just, they're giving their opinion. Not to say that people's opinions don't really matter, but do really matter, I should say. But she is still giving. People are still giving their opinion, and they're putting too much on it. They're making it more to it than what it really is. And I'm glad he popped on there to kind of like straighten people out. Like, hey, well, hold on, I'm paraphrasing, but this is how I perceive what he's saying. It's like, hold on, she just wasn't interested. This is not that big a deal. So let me find the little part where I was talking about before, where there was a guy where she actually was interested in him. So let's go ahead and play the clip.
Marcus, is it working now? Hello.
I'm working. Hello, how's it going?
What's
Good.
up? How are you?
I'm doing well.
You
I'm
look
just,
like you're somewhere with some palm trees. Where you at?
oh, yeah, we got palm trees over here.
Where is that?
It's in Cali.
Do
Okay.
you live in California?
Yeah, I live here.
How old are you?
Oh, yeah, I look young, but I'm 26.
You're 26. What is your zodiac sign?
So I think I'm on like the day Cancer ends and Leo starts.
Ooh,
But what about you? What's your zodiac?
I'm a Virgo.
She's a Virgo, guys. This is if you watched the show, she ran through a whole lot of guys. I'm not showing the whole show. I'm just showing a couple of clips. But she ran through a whole lot of guys because in my experience, male and female Virgos are extremely picky. They are extremely picky. So I just want to point that out too as well. Virgo men and women, they are extremely picky when they are looking for a mate. But let's continue.
Okay. All right. So I got like one question for you. I want to know like what is a non-negotiable, like a deal breaker when you're finding a potential.
And one other thing I want to point out, when this guy came in, she asked a little something something, but right after he answered, he actually had a very good question for her. So he is giving some conversation to her. But let's continue.
Like dating somebody.
Oh gosh, I have a few. I don't do liars or cheaters. Those are definitely my non-negotiables. And I don't do lazy ass men.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
You can't be lazy, you gotta be productive and stay
Yeah,
active. Yeah.
you gotta be productive, especially because I'm a busy person. So like, I can't sit up under you all day. It's just not gonna happen.
Okay, absolutely. So I was wondering like Atlanta, because I'm from Houston, so I was wondering like which place, like is there kind of like a war between Houston and Atlanta?
I think that Houston is like a smaller Atlanta.
A smaller Atlanta? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe say so. Okay.
Marcus,
You
how would
said
you?
what?
Notice they have not went into professional conversation about your achievements in school. They haven't even touched any of that yet. They are just literally asking discovery questions, trying to get to know each other. But let's go.
Would you do if Julia's body count was higher than yours? Would you be okay?
Higher than mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like as long as you clean, then like that's all good. Because anybody could have any body count. I mean, and how do you know if people telling the truth? People be lying and stuff.
Well,
But
let's say she tells you she had sex with like 100 guys.
100 guys, that's probably cap. That's cap. But
Let's say it's not. You're cool with that?
yeah, I mean, as long as like you make sure you get tested, like like that's the main thing. As long as like you're healthy.
Okay, Julia, what if he has 100 body count? That's okay?
I feel like that's standard for most men. I'm not even gonna lie.
100 is standard.
Whoa, okay.
Men are hoes by design, basically. But let's go ahead and continue.
I do. I feel like. I mean, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying I support it. I just feel like men are corn dogs. They just like to get off.
Okay, so are you like dating to get married like soon, or what is like your I guess intention?
I
You notice this? He's asking discovery questions about her as a person. Not and I just want to point this out that they are having straight dialogue about each other. Yeah, it's not nothing about I made this accomplishment, I did this in my life, I scored this on the test, it's none of that.
definitely. I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily ready to get married like today, but I am definitely ready for like a serious relationship.
Okay, and what is like the minimum or like maximum timeline, like from the point you like first date to like when you would be okay and like happy to marry somebody?
I think it just depends. It has to feel right. Like it has to make sense. He has to check all of my boxes. Um, yeah, it really, I wouldn't even say that it's a maximum timeline. I feel like things happen naturally and that's when they actually flourish, you know?
Yeah, you don't
Marcus,
want to. Yeah,
okay,
what you? Mhm.
all right. What does it take for you to make a girl you're talking to make her your girlfriend?
What does it take? Well, like, what do I have to do to make her?
No,
What is
what does she need to do? Or like, I don't know. How do you feel
That is literally a dumbass question, but okay, let's go ahead and continue.
you're ready to be somebody's boyfriend? Like, what does she need to do for that?
I would say just being a very caring and open person and like willing to try new things and somebody who's good at communicating. I feel like that's like a big part of a successful relationship. Because if you like kind of assuming stuff and not able to communicate like emotions or thoughts that you have, and also like being
Look at the chat hating on them. I hating on her. I bet she's a cheater. Good luck to the man with her. Let's go ahead and continue. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Let me just go ahead and continue.
taking the initiative. You know what I'm saying? Like because like I feel like I know like in these days like it's the guy's responsibility to come with like plans and stuff. I feel like it's you guys are doing things together, so it'd be nice for like the girl to go, oh yeah, we should like go here or do this, like so it's like an equal kind of like collaboration of events. You know what I'm saying? Because it can get boring. Like you don't want the relationship to get boring. I feel like that's like a crucial part is like stay adventurous and ready
Okay.
to like, do whatever.
Would you like her to spend money on you?
It would be nice, but it's not. I feel like it's more about like the thought. It could just be something like simple, like I don't know, like she got me like an apple pie or something like that. Like I like apple pie.
You made a comment. You said she has to be open to trying new things. What does that mean?
Come on, Chick. Come on. What do you think that means? That means not being closed-minded, being open to, new possibilities or some sort. But let's continue. She's not asking me.
So I would say like it doesn't. I feel like you're probably thinking like sexual stuff, but it doesn't. It doesn't have to be like sexual stuff. It could just be like I don't know, like trying like a new food or like going like skydiving or some shit like that.
So like adventurous. You want your girl to be adventurous. What do you do for work?
All right, so we got a few minutes in. Now she's asking about work because from my perception of this, that she is interested. They are dialoguing. He is giving some great conversation to her, and I believe she's interested. So, and I know you heard her before. She said that the guy has to check off all her boxes. So he has some boxes checked. I don't know if y'all noticed that there is some boxes checked. So now she's going to get into the finance to see if he check out there.
So right now I'm graduating from graduate school, and then I'm about to start working in management.
Notice he say he's about to graduate and he's about to go into something else. That means he does not have a job. That means he is a brother with a plan and he just hasn't got there yet. He's not the nuclear physicist or anything, but he does not have a job. I just want to point that out.
Oh, nice. What are you getting your degree in?
Environmental engineering.
Oh, nice. Well, congratulations. That is dope. When was your last?
Just note that people going to college, they go to college and they get bachelor's degree. Black people is notorious for this. They go to college and get a bachelor's degree in criminal justice with plans of being a lawyer, which that is not the route for that. But when you go to college and you major in anything engineering, you're destined to make a lot of money. Just want to point that out. Engineers make a lot of money.
It was when I was in undergrad, so that was.
And then notice how that portion was very short. She didn't pineapple him because he didn't have a job. But let's continue.
Maybe 2 years or 3 years ago.
Do you believe a man should pay all of the bills in the household?
Ooh, this is a big one for you guys. A lot of men really forgets that we are supposed to be the protector and the provider. And we forget about the providing part. A lot of men get antsy when women ask these questions about, hey, if we are, married, who's paying all the bills? And rightfully so, the man is supposed to pay all of the bills because we are supposed to be the protector and the provider. Provider and the protector. Let's keep that in mind.
Like if you're married, yeah. But before marriage, I feel like that is big stress. Because you don't know.
If y'all are living together, you think that your girlfriend should split rent with you? Is that what you're saying?
She just asked him a trick question. I don't know if you know that. She asked him a trick question because he say if you're married, then you're supposed to pay all the bills. And she asked him a trick question, if you and your girlfriend were living together. But watch how he answers this.
Not we're living together. Because like dating, like there's like difference. I feel like when you living together, like you probably already like engaged, or you like should be like engaged. I feel like there should be kind of some, I don't know, some kind of serious agreement, which is like marriage, for those like things to happen. Because that's like, when you married to somebody, you're gonna be living with them. So I feel like it should be like on that track.
So would you not live with somebody before y'all were engaged?
I would like, it would have to, if we weren't engaged, like we would definitely have to have had conversations about marriage, and like we were planning to do that.
My point exactly. The comment on the screen, Mr. High Key. Nah, I ain't paying all them bills. Who you think you are? Who do you think you are, bruh? Like, why do these dudes think that they're supposed to get a pretty faithful woman and not provide for her? Like, why do y'all think that you guys are exempt from providing? Like, I really don't understand that. A lot of men have a lot of trouble being men. They have a flawed perception of what a man is, and I think a lot of it has to do with people watching the manosphere. Guys like Kevin Samuels, guys like Fresh and Fit, guys like Alpha Male Strategies, stuff like that. But let's continue.
We were not already engaged. I feel like it couldn't just be like, oh, like,
look, she's looking for a simp. Like basically, if you provide for a woman and protect her, apparently these days you're a simp. But let's continue.
We're not even thinking about getting married, and I'm just like, living.
Okay, I can respect that. I'm not saying I definitely don't. Let me say this. This is my disclaimer. Yes, good answer, great answer. I don't feel like that man has to pay all of your bills if y'all don't live together. What do you think about that, Melly?
Yeah, I don't mind splitting when we live together. So if I have my own place, you have your own place, I'm not expecting you to pay my bills. No.
Yeah.
It would be nice, and I'll take it.
That's fair. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like as like a man, if you like would be like, here you go, or like Just like, here, go get your nails done.
And I do want to point this out for a lot of men who split the bills with their woman. It is just my opinion, but I don't believe that you can be the head of your household if you're splitting the bills with your woman. I believe you guys are both the head of the household and you guys are partners in a team. I don't believe that you are the head of your household, but I'm not trying to take nothing away from you guys' situation, but I just don't believe you're the head of the household. I believe it's 50-50. When you're splitting the bills and splitting everything, then everything is 50-50. So let me just go ahead and continue. That's just my opinion.
Something like that. I think that's cool. But me personally, I'm not going to be like, oh, you got to pay my bills and we're just boyfriend and girlfriend. I still live in my own place.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that shit is absurd. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
That's too much.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you could just be, because like somebody could be using, like, I mean, I'm not having experience, but somebody could, you know, just be using the guy just to, like, for him to pay her rent and stuff. And as soon as, like, something goes wrong and he stops paying, she just gonna be out.
I mean, I respect it, but I do not believe in splitting bills with my husband if we live in the same house. I think that shit is crazy.
See, she automatically wants to go into her role as the woman, you know? She does not want to be responsible for what a man is really responsible for, and that's providing. And it's like, could you be mad at a woman that expects that? I know a lot of manosphere guys are. They are pissed at women because they require for them to be, for lack of better words, a man. So
Okay. I got one question. I was like, what type of lifestyle do you expect, like once you're married to somebody? Are you expecting like vacations to like Dubai and like Chanel bags and like all types of stuff like that, or like what is?
I wouldn't.
he's trying to find out if she's a gold digger, if she is like one of those women that are super shallow to the point where if you can't buy me a Gucci bag, I can't fuck with you. If you ain't got, like, he's trying to figure out if she's on that type of time, and it doesn't sound like she's on that type of time. To me, it sounds like she's on the type of time where she's trying to find somebody that she meshes with, you know, she connects with, that she can have great conversation with, that somebody that you can just be with and, you know, and enjoy their company. That's what that sounds like. I don't think for this young lady that it really matters like how your successes. It really don't matter, because for some people that's not impressive. What is impressive is who you are in the inside for some people. But let's continue.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't even say that I'm necessarily materialistic. I do want to be in a relationship to where like we can experience things together for sure. So like even like you said, like skydiving, I would like to take vacations. I'm not necessarily saying that anybody has to go buy me a $10,000 bag. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like the average person, if you're making an average salary, like, no. I also don't expect for a man to do anything for me that I can't do for myself, because, you know what I mean? So, and I say that I can't, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, go spend your last $20,000 on me and get it back. I think that shit's crazy. I think for sure, but for me, I definitely want to be with somebody to like we can experience life together, vacations. I do want to travel the world. I think that's fun, you know?
Notice how long this conversation went versus the conversation with the nuclear physicist. And why do y'all think this actual conversation, went so long? Because he is displaying valid questions. He's not like super trying to, how do you say, point out his accomplishments to see if, that's going to impress her. You know what I'm saying? They're just literally having a conversation, like as if, they met in public, and this is the phone call, after he got her number, and they just trying to learn each other.
Would the man like need to make more than you for you to be submissive?
Oh, this is a big question for you manosphere guys. He asked her, does a man have to make a certain amount for her to be submissive? And let's see what she says.
No.
She say no. On the flip side, I've seen women come on here and they do require a man to make a certain amount. And they get flamed by the comments. Oh, you're a gold digger. You just want a man for his money. Da 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 da. And that's just not the case with her. But let's continue.
Are you like 100%?
I'm 100%. I just feel like, and let me say this. Camelli's like, He just can't be like, gosh, I don't know. This sounds bad. Like, okay, let's just say he just has to still be a man and have some kind of hustle about himself. Like, I'm going to keep that shit a buck, though. I'm not respecting no man who ain't got shit going for himself, period. So I'm not going to be submissive to that. However, if I'm making more money than you, and as a man, you still got a good job, you still on your shit, you still got goals, and you get your ass up and go to work every day, and you make sure that I'm okay, and not even just financially, but like emotionally, you know what I mean? Because emotionally, stability is real. If you're faithful, if you're honest, if we have a good relationship and we can communicate, then yeah, I'm going to be submissive for sure.
Okay.
Good communication is key. And one thing I'm going to point out about this exchange is that they're having good conversation. He's asking good questions, good answers are being answered, and it just seems like it's just kind of flowing. You can't just force a guy down a woman's throat just because he has certain accomplishments, like a nuclear physicist, where he hasn't even started being a nuclear physicist. He doesn't even know if he's going to like it. But you can't just do that, and she's proven that.
How do you feel about long distance relationships?
I can't do a long distance relationship.
Oh, I see. So like, how would all this whole pineapple show, like, how would that work? Because a lot of people like only like the one like dude is from Augusta who likes slanging bricks and whatever.
Well, first of all, Augusta. I live in Atlanta.
I mean, but yeah, like somebody who's like close. I'm saying like I don't know. I haven't heard anybody who's like close.
So let me say this. I would definitely, because I am in a space in my life where I am ready for like a serious relationship. If I was dating somebody, I would.
See, she says it. She's at a point in her life where she's ready for a serious relationship. But let's continue.
And we were like getting more serious and stuff. One of us would have to move for sure, because that's just where I am in my life. Like,
but how would it even be getting serious if you guys like don't even live close to each other?
I mean, I think you know when you really want to get serious with somebody. So if y'all are dating for a few months, then like, you know what I mean? You know if something's going somewhere. Like me, I know when I like somebody extremely fast or not. So
boom, she said it. She said she knows extremely fast if she likes a person or not. The nuclear physicist was not her cup of tea. Why are people coming at her thinking that she was supposed to jump on that just because he says he's a nuclear physicist? Like, what type of crap is that?
we click. You know what I mean? I think that's fair.
And so, like, who would have to compromise? Like, would the man like have to move like to your city, like, or how would that like how do you perceive that compromise?
I feel like it depends on where the person is. So I think for me right now, I have to do things that make sense for my entertainment career. So people are funny. I'm reading these comments too. Sorry. It would just have to make sense. You know what I mean? So like, for instance, somebody like you, since you live in LA, like I wouldn't be opposed to moving to LA because
Wait, hold on. I didn't say I live in LA.
Oh, where do you live?
I live in San Francisco.
Everybody think when you think California, everybody thinks LA for some odd reason. Just like when you think Texas, everybody thinks Dallas. Or when you live in, let's just continue.
Oh, I mean that's like still close ish, I guess.
It's not. It's in the same state, but it's like driving. It's an hour flight, but it's like 6.
Yes, I'm from LA. I have never been to the Bay Area. The Bay Area, I believe, is like a totally different everything over there. So I like people just think just California, and then they think LA is crazy, but it's not the same at all. Not by a long shot, it's not the same.
But I was driving.
But I could get on I could get on a flight from San Francisco and fly into LA to go to my auditions and stuff that I need to do. Like, you see what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
That makes sense. But I'm not gonna go fucking move to Cal fucking Mizzou. Like, you would have to go to Atlanta. Just saying.
Marcus, if you guys hit it off, would you fly her out?
Fly her.
Ooh, when you fly her, that's how you know. This Millie Monaco, she's probably used to being tricked on by men. She probably don't take men seriously. This is what I think. I'm not sure, but it just seems like she is used to certain stuff that's probably not the norm. Because she always asks stuff like this, like, "Hey, would you fly her out? Would you, you know?" And it's just like, I don't think that's normal people's life, you know. But let's go ahead and continue.
So I'm at the beginning of my career. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, I do not have money like that. Right.
Oh, he says that he kept it a buck. He say, I'm in the beginning stages of my career and I do not have money like that. Should she pineapple him based off that? And if she did pineapple him based off that, what would the manosphere say then? How would they react to her pineappling him? Because he says that, you know, he's in the beginning stages of his career and he don't have money like that. How is she going to look? She's going to look like a gold digger that's looking for a guy that's making a lot of money to trick on her. But let's go ahead and continue.
But I'm like building, my financial stability. I am financially stable. I just like, the only person I flew out is my mom. So I feel like, if I haven't like done something for my mom, like to take her on a vacation, I feel like I gotta do something for my mom first before like I do something,
And I just want to point out, it's good that he loves his mother, that he respects his mama, because there's a lot of men out here, and a lot of them are this manosphere types of guys. A lot of them resent or hate their mother, and it boils over to their perception of what women are, and that's why they have these flawed types of views about women. And a lot of times it starts with them not liking, hating, or resenting their mother for whatever reason. But let's continue.
For another female, because like my mom like brought me to this earth. So that's kind of like my gauge. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I just have to like start working, which I will be working like after I graduate.
See, he pointed it out multiple times. He does not have a job. Should she pineapple him based off him not having a job?
Come on.
But see, I can respect that. I think that that's definitely respectable.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to be honest. Like, some guys, they might be trying to have, they'd be like, yeah, I'm a fly. I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to be realistic. You know what I'm saying?
I can respect that.
But I'm just curious as also like, as, when you're getting to know somebody, like, would you expect like them to fly you out, like when you come visit them?
I think it depends on the person, and that's gonna be here's the thing, like, if you are making 6 figures already and you might damn near be a millionaire, you damn right you better fly me out.
So it's based on their like economic.
Yeah, I think life is about, you gotta meet people where they are and not where you want them to be. Like, and I think that that's the realest shit ever. But I think for me personally, I can always respect somebody who is honest. Like, you can't do anything but respect that.
That's true. I've never been to Atlanta, but my friend has said good things about it. So I do plan on going there some.
Would you expect for me to fly you out? That's
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't expect you to fly me out. I'll definitely be able to, buy my own flight and stuff. But I am curious, like, would you allow somebody to stay at your place, or would you want like them to get a hotel or like an Airbnb?
A hotel. If that's my first time ever meeting you, you're going to stay in a house.
I feel, because you don't know them like that, so you're just trying to like formulate the relationship.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I would definitely expect for them to get their own hotel, but we can still obviously hang out, go do stuff. I do expect to be taken on dates because I just feel like that's bare minimum.
Okay, and would you say like on like after I get.
This is going too good. Look at Melly Monaco. She is like very disinterested. She's looking like I would have pineappled him a long time ago. That's how she's looking. But he works out for her.
First like few dates, like, or just in general, like, do you expect like the guy to pay for like all the dates, like no matter what?
I would say the first few dates, yes. However, I would take my man on a date too and pay for all of it, so I don't ask.
You hear that, guys? You guys want to be the women so bad that she'll take you out on a date herself. She'll pull out your chair and push it in once you sit down. Let you order dessert and everything. Since guys want to be women so bad.
I do something that I wouldn't be willing to do myself.
Oh, okay. And then what would be like your kind of what things do you like to do, like when you go on dates, like besides shopping? I don't think that counts as a date.
I mean, does it not count as a date?
I mean, like it can in a way. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like it's like if y'all are both shopping, but if he just like taking on like a shopping spree, I don't know. That's more just like tricking than like a date.
See, look, I'm glad he pointed that out. I'm glad that he is aware of, some of the things that do go on, some women do require for a man to take them out on shopping sprees and stuff like that. And to me, I don't think that is conducive to, formulate a deep connection with a person if a requirement is that you have to spend money on that person. But let's continue.
Food. I love to try new places. I'm competitive, so I'll type person like, let's go ride some go-karts or some shit. And I will.
Okay, so I'll be with the go-karts.
Yeah.
You down to go like paintballing?
I've never gone paintballing. I feel like that would hurt, but I would do it. Or like axe throwing, like some fun shit. I just would like to go do some fun shit,
Okay. I feel
So, Julia, do you like Marcus?
I do like Marcus. Marcus has great conversation.
Booyah. She said it. She likes the guy. Not because he's a nuclear physicist. Not because he's in grad school about to graduate. No. That's not the case. She likes Marcus because they have a connection. They have dialogue with each other. They can talk with each other. They can ask each other questions and get each other questions answered. That's why she like him. It don't have nothing to do with his career, what he's done in his life, his accomplishments. They barely talked about stuff like that. They merely just skim over it. But let's continue.
So, I'm sorry, but we still got more people joining.
I got you. Yeah. Let him.
Did Melly just pineapple him for her because it was just going too good? Like, what's going on here? Did she just pineapple him for her? But let's continue.
I'm gonna give you Julia's IG. I think you should try to slide.
Okay.
Yeah, you should slide.
I hope I don't get lost. I know you probably got like people being your shit crazy.
It was nice talking to you.
All right, my thing is gonna be King Mini 420. That's like if you see me, that's me.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, thank you for having me on here, Melly.
No problem. Thank you for coming.
Yes, y'all have a good evening. Be safe.
Thank you. You too.
All right.
Bye.
They're communicating with each other by text. She's like, hey, I'm gonna cut this guy off. This is going too far. That's just what I think. But
So yeah,
Yeah.
finally.
I like the conversation.
You see how Melly said finally? Because like I said, she's a Virgo, and throughout the show, she has been pineapple, 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 very quick. But I do want to point out when there was a guy that she actually clicks with, him. But let's continue.
Okay, cool. All right, we got some more people.
And that's it. That's all I'm gonna react to. So just wanted to show the clip that everybody is mad at. They're just coming at her all types of sideways, talking about, oh, when a man gets to a certain level of success, yeah, you women don't want us, and da 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 da. When that is not the case. That is not the case. You've seen it. She literally liked this guy because of the conversation and the connection that they have. Is that too much to ask that you have a connection with a person before you get to dating them just because they look a certain way? That don't mean nothing, because men and women do this same thing. Men and women will date the facade of a person. They will date who they believe that person is versus dating who that person really is. And a lot of times when you get in these situations where you're dating the perception of a person, and then you get extra serious, years down the line you fall out because you realize who this person really is. You never took the time to find out who this person really was because you was dating the perception of the guy or the girl. So one example of dating the perception of a guy is when women say they want a guy that makes a lot of money, that can fly them out, take them out on, extravagant vacations. All right, so that's the perception of what this guy does. The guy, he flies girls out, he takes them shopping, and then down the line she find out the guy is a straight asshole. Then what? Who's wrong then? You decided to date a person's perception. And on the men's side, we tend to date the bad bitch, right? The bad bitch that has a face full of makeup on, a head full of fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake nails. But we call them a bad bitch. But we don't even really know what they look like. And then then years down the line, y'all living together, you see her without her makeup and all her, well, as they say, dolled up, and she's not all dolled up, and you think you're dealing with a totally different person. But I'm not going to hold you guys. More of my point is to find that connection with a person. Don't always just try to date a person because of who you think they are or what they can do for you. Find out who that person is. Date that person's heart. Don't date what they can do. And that's all I got. It's the Gold Mic Podcast, where the mic is gold, and this is a podcast. I'm your host, Mark Paul, and we out.